Thank you everybody for being here tonight. Super excited to have each and every one of you that has joined us. And we're going to begin proceedings over here tonight by calling up a very, very special individual, that which Hadassah wouldn't be here today, and that is my father-in-law, Hadassah Zaidi Muchnik. He's going to start us off by reading the traditional letter of blessings from the Lubavitcher Rebbe to the Bat Mitzvah girl, and also he has his own few words and presentation. So please find a seat. There should be enough seats over here. And my father-in-law, Mr. Muchnik.
Baruch Hashem. Blessings and greetings. In response to your letter, in which you write that you have reached the age of 12, which is the time of Bat Mitzvah, may it be Hashem's will that you wholeheartedly accept upon yourself the yoke of the kingdom of heaven and the yoke of the mitzvos. May Hashem grant you success in your studies and in your conduct, and may you grow up to be worthy of being called a daughter of Chabad, in keeping with the desire of our holy Rebbes of blessed memory. May you influence your friends, too, in this direction by speaking to them, and even more so by being a living example of a daughter of Israel who is educated in the ways of Hasidism. And this will bring you happiness, both spiritual and material, with blessing the Rebbe's signature as it was sung. Okay, so Hadassah Razel. I was told that in honor of your name, Hadassah Razel, that you decided on pink for what is that? I don't know. I'm an artist. I'm supposed to understand all these colors. Mixture of peach. Anyway, like the rose, right? That's on your head. And then the beautiful myrtle. Hadassah means myrtle. And that's where the green comes in. Is that how you chose the colors? Very nice. Okay, so I want to present to you something from Bubby and Zaidi Muchnik, and then it ties in with what I'm going to explain about those colors a little bit and what it means. But you can open it so we can explain it to everybody. Lucky. Let me explain to you the significance. First of all, this says, to Hadassah Razel, a precious dime from the Rebbe, Mazel Tov, on the occasion of your Bat Mitzvah, Love Bubby and Zaidi Muchnik. And you see, there's the dime, one of the dimes that I received from the Rebbe, and now it's yours, okay? And I made a picture around it for you. There's the rose, right? And there's the Hadassah, and this is a beautiful vessel, because how do we receive Hashem's Torah? By making a vessel for that. How do we do that? That we want to do His mitzvahs in the best way, and to learn His Torah, and we listen to our teachers and whatnot. We make ourselves a vessel for all those blessings. This is, Hadassah was also Queen Esther, right? Right. And this is her crown. And this also represents the crown of Torah and Hashem, the King. And this is a beautiful home in the thing. And there's all the Torah, Avodah Gemilas Chasadim, study of Torah, the Siddur to daven good, and the push good to give a lot of tzedakah. And there's your Shabbos. So Mazel Tov.
Celebrity presenter to the next. This is a family affair over here. So we're going to ask Rafaela to come up, share something she wants to tell Hadassah. Ready?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, Hadassah, how much I love you, and I wish you a happy, happy birthday. Love you, Hadassah.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you very much, Rafaela. Okay, and Frida also has some thoughts that she wants to share over here with Hadassah.
Hi, my name is Hadassah. My name is Frida Oliver, and I'm lucky enough to have Hadassah as my big sister. Hadassah and I go way back. In fact, I've known her since my whole life. Thanks, Hadassah, for turning about Mitzvah so I can have this great party to go to today. It's awesome, like you. And because you invited me to your bar mitzvah in 3 years, you're invited to mine. I hope you have a year full ahead of blessings and a lot of reasons to laugh and smile. You should give nachas to your parents. Oh, they're my parents too. I'm so excited that we are going to Israel together soon. And hopefully with all the mitzvahs we do, Mashiach will come and everyone here will join us too. Mazel tov, Hadassah.
Okay, thank you, fantastic. So, okay, we have a couple other things coming up, but I just want to say that really thank you everybody for being here, and as goes without saying, I just want to give a huge thank you to Chevy for arranging the whole party and putting the whole thing together so beautifully. And Hadassah, you look really beautiful and magnificent here today. You're wearing such a beautiful outfit, but actually I remember 12 years ago when it all began in a different outfit. There. That is Hadassah's first outfit. We've grown up a lot since then, and it's an absolute pleasure every day that we have you in our lives and the beautiful things that you share with our family and with so many other people. One of the things I can say most about Hadassah is what a family person she is, and I just want to say that it's an incredible, Shev and I married almost 14 years. We've had many, many simchas and a lot of simcha in our life, but this is our first real celebration, first real occasion to have a big celebration like this. And I know that my parents and all of my siblings and all my family back home in Australia is going to get this video, which my good friend Tyler Silver is shooting for us. So I miss you all. Big shout out to everybody back in Australia, and we look forward to celebrating. And we do have one representative from our family, Freda Feldman. Freda, where are you? Freda came all the way from Australia. She's here for the bar mitzvah, and she's also competing in the Shidon. She's representing Australia, so we wish her a lot of luck in a couple of weeks from now with that competition. So that's more or less it. I don't have a lot to say, and those of you who know me know that I very rarely give short speeches, but I'm making an exception today. And we're going to move right on and ask a few words, a few special words from Hadassah's Bobby Reitman to come up and share with us a few words. Bobby, you here?
World. As soon as we heard that she would soon be around, we jumped on an airplane, Melbourne bound. 2 days later, yes, that's how long it takes, we were thrilled to see tiny Hadassah awake. Ever since then, she's brought us so much pleasure. Indeed, she is a delight and a treasure. Now I'd like to play a little game to show whether or not Hadassah you really do know. There are trick questions, so let's take it slow. It's multiple choice, so here we go. Hadassah Razel was born A, in Victoria, B, in Melbourne, C, in Australia, D, down under, or E, all of the above.
Before we hand over the mic to Hadassah Razel, we're going to watch a little video. Some of you may or may not have seen it already. Just going to take a minute. Okay, so let's just move across to Hadassah so everybody can see.
Mommy, what am I supposed to eat? Sadly, thousands of families and children in Israel have the exact
that feeling of coming home to an empty pantry. Many of them are literally starving. Honor my bar mitzvah, which is in a few weeks. I am...
This is prepared a few words for us too. And first, she's going to start off, well, she'll tell you all about it.
Good evening. Thank you.
Talk.
Thank you for coming and joining us, especially those people who show up from out of town. I will now say, okay, Tom, taking this off. I will now say my kapittel, having in mind all those who need a healing from any sickness, as well as the safety of our fellow Jews in Israel. Lamnatzeach mizmar lidaved. Adonai Adonai tashkiveni netzach. Adonai tastir es penacham imeni. Adonai eshes atzos benafshi yagan belivi yamam. Adonai yaram ayvai alai. Habita ani Adonai. Alai ha'ira ani pen ishan hamaves. Pen yamar avai yachtav tzara yagalu ki yamot. Va'ani b'chastecha b'tachti yagal libi b'shuasecha. Asher Adonai ki gamal alai. As you may know, my full name is Hadassah Rezel. I will now share a few thoughts about my name, which is also the theme here tonight. I am named Hadassah because I was born so close to Purim, and the original name of Queen Esther was actually Hadassah. I am named Hadassah because I was born... I am named Rezel after my father's grandfather, affectionately known as Little Baba. The actual translation of the Hebrew word Hadassah is myrtle branch, and the Yiddish word Rezel is rose. The reason Hadassah, from the Purim story, changed her name to Esther was to reflect her spiritual mission, a hastir, to conceal. That she had to conceal her Jewish identity while in the palace married to King Ahasuerus, until the day came when she revealed and saved her people. Therefore, the name Hadassah expresses a proud and openly Jewish pride. I humbly think that suits me, because I am thrilled to be part of a Jewish nation and the great things that come with it, like really cool bar mitzvah parties. And there is also a connection with the name Rezel, meaning rose. In some poetic Jewish writings, the Jewish people are called Shoshana ben HaChacham, a rose among the thorns, referring to our enemies who seek to harm us. But we are not ashamed. We stand proud and blossom and bloom. This connects to my Bat Mitzvah project and celebration that will take place in Israel, a country which is rose among the neighboring thorns that seek to harm her. I have dreamt of going to Israel for years. We will now spend Pesach in the old city of Jerusalem, just a short stroll to the Kosa. Wow, I am so thrilled it's finally going to happen. For those who don't know, I am doing something very special besides for partying in Israel. I have been raising money for a great organization called Pantry Packers based in Jerusalem that feeds poor and hungry families. And thanks to those of you who already chipped in. Today I turned 12 years old. A quick look at the number 12. 12 reveals a lot of the future for a Bat Mitzvah girl. The one represents Hashem and my connection with Hashem, which is now much more serious and meaningful than it has been up until now. By learning more, listening to my great teachers, and davening with more kavanah, I hope to become closer to Hashem. The two represent my connection with others, individuals in my life, be they family or friends. I now need to take kindness and consideration towards others to the next level. When you put 1 and 2 together, you make 3, which represents my connection to the broader Jewish community I am glad to belong I am glad to be launching into these improvements through my Mitzvah project, which will benefit so many people I will never even meet. I would like to thank my wonderful teachers and principals over the years who helped me become the relatively knowledgeable 12 I am here today. I am blessed with a large and wonderful family, and I want to give a few shout-outs. I can't mention every aunt, uncle, or cousin, or will be here until Purim, maybe even next Purim. But you know I love you all. To my grandparents, Zadie and Bobby Mechner, I am so lucky to have you as a granddaughter. Thanks, Zadie, for always letting me come to your super cool art studio and teaching me how to be artsy like you. Not everyone has a celebrity Zadie's whose pictures and books are in thousands of homes all over the world. It makes me proud when people say, "Oh, the famous artist is your Zadie?" And of course, thank you for the masterpiece you made me in honor of my bat mitzvah. For any of you looking for magnificent artwork, please visit www.machikarts.com. To my super special Bobby Mechner for always hosting us whenever we come to Crown Heights, which is quite often. Thanks for giving us such a great getaway destination. I always look forward to hanging out with you. You are very wise and clever and use your abilities to make the world a better place. You help so many people through your work with kids with autism and other support that you give people. I should probably say I would try to keep your house a little cleaner after our visits, but maybe you can just come more often to Monsey for Shabbos, and if you leave a mess, I won't mind. The next person I would like to thank for being such a great role model is my Zeta, all the way in Australia. You are a very good storyteller and great at giving over the right terms which us kids can understand. Thank you for being the best Zeta I know. Although you are not here today, I know you're watching this video on my speech, and I am really looking forward to your being at my bat mitzvah in Israel and spending Pesach together. I would like to thank someone who reminds me of my father and who people say I remind them of, my Papa Oliver, the most adventurous grandmother ever. Whenever you come or we go to Australia, we go on great adventures. Like the time we almost went on a boat to Tasmania, when we went to the Mac store and you taught me all about makeup, and the Kazarian Bubble Show, and Ballarat, and so many other great outings. Thank you for watching me in my early years when I lived in Australia. People are always saying how special you are, including the Queen of England herself. So let me join in and say, you rock, Bubba. The man I would thank next is amazing at fixing things, Zadie Reitman. Without Zadie, our house will be falling apart. Zadie takes care of problems that my father, who is not known for his handyman skills, seems to somehow disappear for. Lately, we have been skiing together, and I love every minute with you, on the lifts and on the slopes. One of the funnest times of my life was when Zadie took me on his motorcycle around my neighborhood. It's a real treat to live right next to you, Zadie. Even though your corny sense of humor is really not funny at all. The smile you have when you share is very special, like you. Thank you, Zadie, for everything you do for me. Thank you to one of my best friends in the whole world, my Bobby Reitman, a very musical grandmother who taught me how to play guitar and piano. Well, she tried. I just need a few thousand more hours of practice. Your home is like a second home to us. And when my parents go to Israel, it's our first home. Bobby, you also help me with my homework sometimes, and you make the best food in the country. Bobby, I also want to thank you for suggesting my parents to be the directors of Hillel of Rockland. Thanks to that, I get to go to so many fun Hillel events and get to know so many awesome students like the ones here today. Yeah. Bobby, you are a great example for me and all of the grandchildren on how to be a fine and impactful person. At this time, I am thinking of my grandma, Shirley Jaffe, may she rest in peace, who passed away last summer. I was very close with her and loved spending time with her and appreciated the attention, care, and interest she took in our lives, as well as a steady stream of cookies. Grandma was a very special person who we all miss dearly. I know you are celebrating in spirit up there in heaven and looking down at me, which makes me want to make you proud of the things I do and the life I lead. Now I would like to thank Frida, my awesome sister and my contest buddy at home, who just turned 9. And I love you so much, even though we fight over ponies and brushes, and I always forget to bring a towel into the shower and I have to holler for you to bring me one. I think you are the best sister I could have close in age. You are really funny and, of course, as we are finding out, a great baker too. I can't wait to go to the Costa together for the first time and ride a camel with you. And a special thank you for being the first donor of my Mitzvah project. $18 is a lot of money for a little kid. And to my darling Rafaela, although she calls herself a puppy, I call her the cutest little cutie pie ever. She's always saying adorable things and cracking us all up. She is the type of sister to get you whatever you need and cheer you up and make your day. I love you so much, Rafaela. And to Mommy and Tati, without them I would not be here today. They are the most important people in my life. Even though Mommy embarrasses me with her dance moves, she is still the best mother in the world. She arranged every detail of this amazing bat mitzvah. I can't thank you enough for everything you do for me. Thanks for taking me skiing all the time, buying me things, and just being the best mom you can possibly be. You guys know this list goes on forever. Now Tati is the one who patted me to sleep every night 12 years ago and held me in his palm. Tati is the coolest, funniest father on the planet. All the fun things we do together, like sportsy stuff. Golf, bowling, basketball, and I hope you don't take this offensively, Mommy, but going to Wesley Kosher with Tati is the best. Because when we go through the snack aisle, Tati says, you can pick one snack, just don't tell Mommy. I love my parents so much, and of course, thank you for arranging the trip to Israel. I can't wait. And most of all, I thank Hashem, God, who, together with my parents, gave me life and continues to give me life every day.
Wow. All right, fantastic. And I was just looking around the room, and often when I give a speech, I can see people just like zoning out, looking at their phones, seeing what's coming next. But everybody was locked in at looking at Hadassah. So now, thanks to Chevy, you're going to get to see a little bit more of Hadassah. A beautiful little presentation which Chevy's put together, which I guess is going to come onto the screen momentarily.
יש לנו השם אחד, יש תקווה, נשאיר כולנו יחד, יש אמונה חזקה מכל הפחד, לא ניפול, לא ננהג, כי אנחנו לא לבד, יש לנו השם אחד.